Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good Sunday morning. Sorry about yesterday. Tim and I worked outside till 7 o'clock at night last night, and holy moly, we came in and could hardly move. So there was no videoing last night. We ate leftovers. You guys were talking about wanting crock pot recipes. So this morning is my first crock pot. You have to start in the morning, of course, to be able to eat at night. So I'm doing a roast beef with ginger ale, believe it or not. It's the easiest recipe in the world, and I'm going to do it for you right now in just seconds. First of all, I've decided today chuck roast was going to be what I use. I don't usually use chuck, so this is going to be fun. This is how our beef comes to us from Bob Pavazzi, all packaged up. So give me a second, I'll unpackage it. Here we go, chuck roast. You can use any roast on this, any roast whatsoever. It's fantastic, just as long as it's like about 3 pounds. First thing is you take your 1/2 cup of flour and you're going to coat your roast with it. So just make sure it's coated and flip it over, coat the other side. This is the easiest recipe in the world, and oh my god, it is so stinking good. It is not funny. This, I mean, right, Tim?
Right.
This is that sweet roast that oh, it's fantastic. Okay, so got it coated here. So I'm just gonna, I don't even shake it off, I'm just sticking it in here. I've got one of those crock pots that's really wide, so I'm really fortunate that I can use any size roast pretty much, because it's just gonna, it's not a round one. It's a wide one, so anything fits in there, from whole chickens to, gosh, I put a lot of stuff in there. So anyways, you're supposed to take the rest of your flour left over from coating your roast, leftover flour. I'll put a smidge more in there just because of the fact that I lost some there on the stove. Okay. And the other 2 ingredients you have, the other 3 I should say, so it's 1/2 cup of flour, 1 brown gravy package of any flavor, just brown gravy. So we've taken this to parties. Perry Parody likes this. We've taken it to, we have until the pandemic came, we used to eat at my cousin Perry's house every 6 weeks or so, and I've brought this to them before. I brought it as an appetizer, but this is certainly a meal. And the other thing is, it's a dry onion soup mix. This is usually what I use, or any generic brand, but today I'm going to amp up the flavor a little bit, and I'm going to do onion mushroom, so it adds one more level of flavor to it. I've never done that before. I've always gone straight with the onion soup. I'm going to go with the onion mushroom. There we go. French onion soup. But usually, like I say, it's just the regular. And then all you do, this is so completely simple, is add 2 cups of ginger ale to this. I'm a Schwepp girl. It doesn't really matter the brand of ginger ale, I guess. I just happen to be a Schwepp girl. I love it. I love the taste of it. It's probably from my childhood. It's what my mother used to get. So, 2 cups of that. Just a minute, honey. There you go. And you're going to put it in here. And just mix it up a little bit, you know, just so that you can get it to not be clumpy lumpy or whatever, but I just kind of stir it a little bit, because you're still going to get the onion pieces and mushroom pieces out of your soup. So we're just trying to dissolve it a little bit here, and as soon as it's all mixed together, which it appears to be, I don't seem to have any lumps in my flour. I can go like this just to make sure. I have all kinds of recipes for the crock pot. Oh yeah, being crock pot efficient. It always uses very few ingredients, and you walk away, and at the end of the day your meal is made. What can be better than that, correct? So I still have a lot of other stuff I want to cook for you guys, but you know, I was thinking, oh, everybody's going to start getting outside soon maybe and start working on their gardens or their lawns, and let's talk crock pot. So all I'm doing is just pouring it over the roast. If you can come and see that, babe. Just going to pour it over the roast, literally just. The roast is so big that it's up on the side. I was thinking of cutting it in half at one point. I was like, nah, just let it be. And putting the cover on it and walking away. I've got it on a low setting for 8 to 10 minutes. Low setting, 8 to 10 minutes. Or you can do a high. Let me see what the high setting is. I forgot what that was.
8 to 10 hours, not minutes.
I mean, 8 to 10 hours, right. Excuse me, not minutes. Actually, there isn't a high setting on this one. This one's going to stay 8 to 10 hours. So low setting, 8 to 10 hours. Now, some of you said you want another video that shows what it's like when it's done cooking. That's fine. I will do one later. But for those that are cooking right now and wanting to have this for supper tonight, I'm just going to tell you what your next steps are. And that is that in 8 to 10 hours, it may vary depending on your roast. I don't know if this roast is going to take so long because it's not a rounded roast. So the heat doesn't have to get all the way into the center so much because it's spread out. So I'm not sure. This is the first time I've ever cooked with this roast. So this is going to be interesting to see. I've always had, you know, around like a, I can't even think now, a sirloin roast or something like that. What I do is I check it out by peeling it apart a little. The roast will start coming apart like when you have pork, pulled pork. It'll kind of pull it apart like that. And it's pretty amazing. You'll see when it's cooked. I don't know if this is going to take the full 8 to 10 hours. That's going to be great. Anyways, when you're done, you know that it's done, and you take it out, and your jus, I call it, or your juice, is going to more than likely just be runny. But to make a gravy out of that, it only takes 2 seconds. And that takes cornstarch, a tablespoon of cornstarch, and take a little bowl like this, and put like, cover the bottom. I don't know how much that would be, like maybe a quarter cup of water, and take a tablespoon of cornstarch, dissolve it in there, get a whisk. Of course, this is with your meat taken out already, and just whisk it together. Usually one application of this sets this up for thick gravy in seconds, but sometimes, I don't know if you have, I don't know why, maybe it didn't cook so long so some of the water didn't go out, or it's not water, it's actually ginger ale. But anyways, do it again. If it isn't thick within within a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and you're doing it with your whisk, then just do another application of water and this again, and it will be the thickest, most wonderful, yummy gravy you've ever had. You can, I'm sure, probably put your vegetables into this. I never have because the recipe's never called for it. I always like make mashed potatoes or whatever on the side. You could do rice, mashed potatoes, pasta, whatever your thing is. I have many roasts that do put the potatoes and the onions and carrots and all kinds of vegetables in with them. This isn't one of those recipes that does that, so I haven't tried it yet. And it's as easy as that. For the people that wanted to see what it's going to look like when it's done, fine, I'll do a follow-up later, but that's all there is to this. It takes not even 5 minutes to put this roast together, stick it in the oven, and 8 to 10 hours later, you have the most fantastic roast. So have fun with that. Bye.